save up your questions till the end. Our next presenter is Anurag Gupta. Anurag's going to talk to us on the substation area, and he's filling in for Krina, who can't be with us today.
Good afternoon. My name is Anurag Gupta. My involvement with the CIGRE panel has been only recent, so I've joined the B3 panel last year. And I'm presenting this on behalf of Krina. So apologies that I might have to refer to the presentation as I speak through that. We have heard a lot about what CIGRE has been doing in areas such as generators, then moving on to cables, and then we have transmission lines, equipment, and so on. But just after lunch, I think I'll issue a polite reminder that without substations, you won't get anywhere. So that's what we do. Okay, we are about substations. So the mission of the B3 committee, or the B3 part of CIGRE, is to facilitate and promote the progress of engineering and exchange of information and knowledge in the field of substations. And B3 acts to add value to the information technology by means of synthesizing state-of-art practices, developing recommendations and best practices. One of the things which probably I would say is that substations are a bit of a mature technology, something like transformers. So when we talk of innovations, it's probably more to do with how best you adapt substations to new technologies rather than doing anything wonderful in substations you can't, because there are limitations like lines, you can't hang them off the air. So a substation will be a substation anyway. The scope of activities cover design, construction, maintenance, and ongoing management of substations. We have a wide range of target groups in the industry, which includes manufacturers, consultants, and industry as well. And we look into technical, economic, environmental, and social aspects in varying degrees. Major objectives are to have increased reliability and availability, cost-effective engineering solutions, managed environmental impact, effective asset management, and adoption of new technologies. When I go through the presentation, there's a particular aspect of cost-effective engineering solutions, and I think the student panel has done quite a lot of that, and I'll describe that soon. Activities which have been happening, there's been a mention of the ChainDo Symposium. So B3 was also there, and it was represented by Australian representatives, and Perry Tonkin and a couple of people had been there for that conference. So this is just a snapshot of what happened at that event. 6 study committees met over there. 193 abstracts were submitted, 72 papers presented, and so on. The hosts were the State Grid Sichuan Electric Power Company and the University of Sichuan. Sponsors of obviously CIGRE and the CIGRE Chinese National Committee. B3 highlights, this is on a global basis, and this is where we have a credible contribution from Australia. I think Terry Krieg is not here today, but he was co-contributor to the Green Book, which has just been released, and it's a very useful book. I have got a copy of that, and it's really good. It's almost like a Bible of substation design. Lots of experience, global experience, and covering almost every aspect of substation design. In fact, that has gone to the extent that it was recognized very well globally, and I think I'm not sure, but it's probably one of the first green books which has actually been translated into Chinese, and the Chinese version has been launched as well. In terms of global contributions, there are a few annual awards awarded to people for their contribution to the group. Mark Osborne from UK and John Nixon from the US. And again, you can see John's contribution to the Green Book is there as well. The events which have happened over this year, so some of them have already happened, but this is, like I said, it's for the whole year. Symposium in ChainDo was held. There's a 2021 symposium for B3 in Bucharest, Romania, and then 2023 is not yet decided. It could be India, it could be Australia as well. Future events which are related are the IEC conference on UHV AC/DC trends in Japan, and then you've got the conference on condition monitoring in Romania. So some of them obviously overlap with different panels in CIGRE. The deliverables produced by B3 Group, we have been active in 26 working groups, 3 recent technical brochures, and of course the contribution to the Substation Green Book. The technical brochures have been released, and there are 3 of them, which you can see over there. I think over here it's again TB740, which is the contemporary design of low-cost substations. Again, is I think probably the leading people are from here in Australia, and they have come up with this technical brochure. It largely relates to developing countries, particularly South Africa, and I think there's a long way to go, but it is providing some innovative solutions on how best you can have low-cost solutions for, substations for those areas, developing countries as well. Just 2 weeks back, we had the APB3 Substation conference in Hobart. It was supported by TAS Networks in Hobart, and TAS Networks also were kind enough to host the annual meeting of B3 in their offices in Hobart. We had quite a busy conference, 2 weeks of very interesting papers and workshops. Again, like I said, one of the highlights of the workshops was the one on the cost solutions or cost-effective substation design as well, which was in the second day. That was a media release by Bess Clark, who was General Manager, Project Marinus, and again, TAS Network supporting the B3 conference over there. I mentioned about the working group members and the new working group which we have here. I won't go through the list, but there are quite a few working groups on which Australia is now represented on. The panel currently has 30 members, and we do look forward to new members as well. Thank you.